Hello and welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to take you through the first of the Petit Block train builds. So today we have the freight train. Basically on each of these I've saved a loco and a coach or wagon to take you through. I'm not going to show you every bit going on, but I'll show you each of the stages. But just as a little spoiler, because I have got reasonable sized trains in all of these, as I say, one loco, one coach, but I've made up the rest of them. So with that little spoiler, if you want to see all of those being made, this will be finishing off this one today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and you'll see the rest of these as I film and put them on. But for the moment, I'll take you through putting this one together. So first of all, they're nice little packets. They just pop open, so you can use the bag, and then you get your bag of bits and you get your instructions in there as well. And this is also the only one which comes with a few stickers for the engine and also the locos. But I'll tip all these out and I'll set each stage up just to see what's involved, and we'll take it from there. So here we have the first couple of stages laid out. They do give you pretty good instructions. Two things to note from here from when I made the first one is, as you can see, where the red and the grey join, that is very awkward until you get up to the full red layer, because there isn't much holding the front and the back halves together, because they just slide together like that, nothing really interlocking with the studs. The other thing is as well, they show a little picture on there of if you've got two locos. Now I'm in the UK, and I'm more used to, if you've got a couple of locos on there, you've got one there and you've got the other one behind it facing the same direction, or you've got one at the front and one at the back, which could be that way or that way. I just thought that picture looked a bit weird. Not that I disbelieved them, but I did a fraction bit of research, and that is how they're running in Japan. They have one like that and the other one like that. So as that's what I'm going with, you have got the alternative instructions, so it tells you to swap that piece out there with the other socket connector. And for each of these, they do give you a ball and a socket one, even if you don't need them. If you're just having it as that, you'd have the ball one as a spare. So get that sorted out and I'll show you what that looks like. So that's that bit put together, but it is literally just those two studs there which is holding the front and the back together. But we'll keep on going, and that's the next two layers set up. So I'll just quickly bung them on and show you that. And there we go, that's those bits added on. So we're getting about halfway there. It's not taking long at all. And again, next pair of stages set up, and just in case these are coming over black, these aren't, these are like a smoky clear, as in the windows on it. So I'll pop those on, and that's all those on. I must say this one has felt a bit more stable putting it together than the previous one. So there's not much more to add. So that's the last bits laid out, which is just basically the roof. Now obviously you've got the left and the right hand one, so I do show you the two different options for how they should be set up, which I must admit I'd got my one with only the single connectors, the front one, set up as that, so I've just quickly changed it back to that. It was only a couple of studs to pull up. So I'll get this on, we'll see what it looks like, pop the stickers on and get them together. And there we go, that's that one all made with the stickers on as well. So all we need to do now is connect it up to the other one. So that's now our front locos. So we'll move on to making up the containers. Also as well, just a quick note, you do get a good few spare pieces left over even from this one. The other sets have been even more spare bits and I've never been missing a bit. but we'll go onto a container. And again, out of the packet, we get sheet of stickers, nice instructions, and all the bits. Again, normally with plenty of spares. So I'll start putting these together. So these are pretty straightforward. I've got that one all laid out, and the other two there. It's a bit weird and nice. You can fit 2 containers on the wagon base, but they give you enough to make up 3. Only slight issue I will say with this is when they're made up, there's nothing supporting those inner bits, so they can be quite easily pushed in. Luckily, because I've made up so many of these, I have got lots of spare bits, so I'm just going to do a little addition that will fit inside there, and it will just give something for those middle 2 to be supported on. So I'll pop these together and show you those. So that's all 3 of them made up with their stickers, and it is a lot better with my little upgrade, so the roofs don't push in. So now all we need to do is just make the base for them. So I'll show you that. And that's the 2 layers of the base laid out. So we'll see what they look like put together. And there we have the base. One thing I didn't say at the start on this, sorry, which probably should have done, is they don't actually have wheels. They just have these black bricks to give the impression of colour of the wheel from the side. But it is a shame, and if you've got kiddies, then they might want to play pushing these around, but they're fine for me like that with just being on display. And then obviously you just pop your containers on the base. So that's that all done. So I'll join this all up and we'll see what my first full little train looks like. And there we have it. So there's my Petit Block container train. Obviously, as these are ball and socket, you can move them and pose them a bit. They're the 2 I've just done, so all I've got to do is do the upgrade for the roofs on them. But I think that looks pretty cool. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed seeing those couple of bits being built, and don't forget there's plenty more to come, so hit that subscribe button and you'll see the rest as I get those made and on the channel. Thank you and goodbye.